Welcome to Burning Down the Far Hill, Week 14 playoffs, Round 1. Let me quickly get into what just happened, who's where, and what's going on. So, Steel Curtain defeats Hot Zone Reed Boss, of course. 180 to 163, Devontae Adams, 46 points. With Rogers' win, he sews up the 2 seed and the second bye. John Boy Special People defeats Fat Bastard 180-128, which I needed to have happen. Darren Waller, 69 points for John. His win sews him up the 3 seed. Davis Dynasty defeats Fake News 193-158. Kirk Cousins, 40 points for JJ. His win combined with Hauser's win sews him up the 4 seed. Dazed and Confused defeats Sinister Guy from the Internet 174-136. Josh Allen, 57 points. And with that win, he clinches a playoff spot. And El Resistencia not tanking. He got the number 1 draft pick and then won 2 games down the stretch to kind of, make life difficult for those 2 people. He beats out Imperi Empire 162-155. My most hated person on the planet is Taysom Hill, 45 points for him. And then lastly, Irish Cop makes short work of Bad Dog, 166-139. Aaron Jones, 40 points for Irish Cop. He sewed up the 1 seed a week ago. So here's what all that means now. So here's our final regular season standings in the 25th season of the Far Hill Fantasy Football League. So Irish Cop goes 11-2. He'll be the 1 seed. Take a week off. Roger, and this is by edict because I was talking with Mr. Hauser. So some people might have forgotten this. I don't know where, but about 4 or 5 years ago, we made a passing that division winners don't just automatically get the 3 seed. So we just put it by division or top record order, but division winners automatically get in. So Roger, Steel Curtain 9-4 is our 2 seed, but the second best record. So he gets the other bye. 3 seed will be John Boy's Special People 8-5 by way of head-to-head over JJ. That leaves Davis Dynasty 8-5, the 4 seed. 5th seed will be Chris 7-6 by way of total points tiebreaker 2056 to 2015 over Mark, also 7-6. He'll be our 6th seed. So seedings I'll do seedings in a minute. So that leaves the 6 that are not making the playoffs, and we'll start setting our draft order for next year. So 7 seed, Hot Zone Reed Boss, 6-7. I'm number 2 in scoring. 2. Outside looking in. And, of course, people don't want the teams that score a lot of points in the playoffs, so they will make sure that they don't, logical records dictate that I should be in the playoffs because I can score points. But nope, I got to win games, so that's where we're at. So 6-7, I'll be the top seed in the Toilet Bowl. 8 seed, Imperi Empire 5-8 by way of head-to-head over Larry and better division record. They're better division standing than Thomas. He'll get the 8th seed, the second bye in the Toilet Bowl. Sinister Guy from the Internet, 5-8 by way of head-to-head over Larry, will be our 9th seed. 10th seed will be my dad, Bad Dog, 5-8. 11th seed is Fake News, Jer, 4-9. Garen wins 2 to finish the season, finishes 3-10, and will be our top pick next year. So 2021 draft order as the top, or at least the top of the draft order, is Garen, Jer, Larry, Thomas, Jim, and myself. All the other spots will be, will go as the tournament goes up top. So as they're eliminated, they will get slotted in by record in their seeding. So lower seedings. If you're a high seed, you get a better spot when you actually do lose. So there's that. Now we will move on to our matchups for week 14. Oh, my bad. Forgot all the side game things. So Jer wins the final $4 weekly winners for the Pick'ems with 86 points. Jim is our current leader at 1045. He's 7 points up on Roger. He's 11 points up on me. And I'm in third. So no losses in the survivor pool, so thus no eliminations. John, Chris, and Mark are still running clean, and I'm still trying to hang with them. So there's that. So pick'ems, no more $4 weekly winners. The rest of the way, we're all going for the total or overall score at this point. So anybody who's out that was doing the pick'ems for the weekly, you can just step aside. So there's that. Okay, now for the toilet bowl, we have the 12 seeded 3-10 El Resistencia is up against the 9 seeded 5-8 Sinister Guy from the internet. Thomas leads the series 4-2. Thomas has won the earlier matchup this year. In the other toilet bowl matchup, 11th seed Fake News 4-9 is up against the 10th seed 5-8 Bad Dog. Jared leads the series 20-9. Larry did win. Oh, they did not play in the early this regular season. My dad won. I think it was a toilet bowl game last year. So that's where that is in the championship bracket. 6-seeded Dazed and Confused 7-6 will go up against the 3-seeded John Boy Special People, who's 8-5. Mark leads the series 9-6. Mark won the earlier matchup back in week 10 and has won 2 straight. And 5th-seeded 7-6 Fat Bastard will go up against the 4th-seeded 8-5 Davis Dynasty. This will be their 3rd meeting of the year by way of Outlanders Division. They did split their season series this year, but JJ won most recently. So that's where that is. We do reseed up top in the championship bracket. So John or Irish Cop is waiting on the lowest remaining seed. And then Roger will take the highest remaining seed or the higher, bit lower number. You know what I mean. So, yeah, Roger's waiting on that person, so they're taking the week off. Down in the toilet bowl, I will face the winner of Fake News and Bad Dog, and then Jim will face the winner of Garen and Thomas. So that's where that is. Yeah, so draft orders coming in. I'm going to start getting the no holds list. I should hope to have that for next week's video. I'm going to remind you now, with all the craziness going on in this world, there is no transactions going into championship week 16. No transactions. So the final transactions will happen as games start getting played in week 15, which are the semifinals. Plan ahead. This is COVID. Things are crazy. Just because a game got moved, I'm going to tell you to plan ahead now. I would not go into the championship week game with one quarterback, one defense, one kicker. I wouldn't do that because you don't know when COVID's going to jump up and bite you if you're going into a championship scenario. So I'm just throwing that out 2 weeks early. I'm not just because the craziness happened in the realm of COVID doesn't change our bylaws completely. Where now you can have. We didn't have waiver wires going into championship week. We won't have waiver wires going into championship week. Plan ahead. So there for the people that actually listen to this. I'm letting you know now. Plan ahead. If you think you're going to go to the championship game, I would start planning ahead now. Because So there's that warning. Payouts obviously will happen after the Super Bowl. I don't know the story about a Super Bowl party. I know I'm not being allowed to. I'm not going to say it like that. I can't host it here this year, at least at my house. Can't host it here, and then I've got youth group. I might have to deal with, have Super Bowl party or whatever with them, but that's if there's allowed to be parties. We're going to have to figure that out. But payouts will happen after the Super Bowl, irregardless. So just throwing that out at you early. Because it always takes somebody the day of the Super Bowl to make sure they pay up their dues. So, all right. Well, that's it. I'm getting out of here. 9-minute video. See you guys next week. Lauren says bye.